Hey guys, I'm Kev, I'm from Southern California. This is my van, Odysseus. Odysseus is a 2007 Ford E250 with an extended roof. Hey guys, here we are in the van. I wanted to show you some of the really cool features that it has. So over here in this box, it's pretty much my kitchen table. This is where I get my cutting board and do a lot of my cooking. But also, if you open it up, you could actually see here is my fridge. So it's my ARB fridge. This is where I keep all of my food. On this box, you could also see I have extra outlets as well, 12-volt chargers, and my reader as well, so I could see how much electricity that I have. So the van has 2 solar panels on the top, which powers a few things in this van. From the refrigerator to the sink actually is also electric powered. There's a ventilation fan right here on the ceiling. And as you can see, there are ceiling lights that are actually, you're able to dim the ceiling lights as well through this button over here. Another cool feature are these chairs actually. So these chairs in the van are captain chairs, so they're able to swivel around and turn around. Basically, by turning around the chairs, it really opens up the van, and so when I have friends over or family guests, it kind of opens up the living room in a sense. But yeah, most of the things while building this van, honestly, the app OfferUp really helped a lot. Just finding locally different people who are just tossing or selling really cheap a lot of different items that I needed. Then a lot of the other items, such as the blackout curtains, were just from Ross or other stores. And yeah, pretty much with the customs, with the curtains, they were custom cut and blackout curtains to make sure no one sees in the van. So here's the kitchen. Basically, like I said, through the solar panels, it powers up this sink. So I could have nice water when brushing my teeth or washing my face, doing other things like that. Below this is where I keep and store all of my water and other storage as well in the van. Knives for cutting, and yeah, this is where I keep all my kitchen stuff overall, like my pots and pans and things like that. Right behind me actually, as you can see up here on the overhead of the van, it's actually storage. So this is pretty much where I keep all of my clothes. A lot of the wood, basically, like I said, through Facebook Marketplace, through OfferUp, just around the neighborhood. Home Depot was another place to get the wood as well. And something I actually really liked and wanted for my van was actually having like a really kind of dark brown earthy tone. Just matches my own personal style that I really like. And so all of the different wood that you can see throughout the van, all the paneling on the ceiling and just walls, and even on this fridge as well, I stained them as well just to get that deeper woodsy tone. So yeah, that was really fun, just staining all of this. And yeah, I just made sure that in regards to the paneling that I got very lightweight wood that was actually made to be placed on like walls and whatnot, just to keep the van more gas efficient. Basically, in the middle of 2020, I got laid off from my work, and that was a very difficult time. I took some time to think and just see where I wanted to take my life next. Traveling has always been such a strong passion of mine. And so looking online, I saw a few different people were actually converting their vehicles, their vans, into like, you know, places where they could stay at night, and pretty much mobile homes. And they're able to travel and see everything. And so that's something that really sparked an interest in me, and I wanted to do that as well. And so during that time, after being laid off from my job, I actually got more into stock trading and the stock market. And through just doing that, it's been really fruitful. And it was, yeah, honestly, it was very helpful in being able to get the van overall and help with the conversion process. And yeah, it took a lot of studying, honestly, a lot of YouTube videos just to learn all the different parts of how to even convert a van overall. There's so much detail that people don't really talk about, or if they do go into it, you know, seeing all these blogs online, it's still a lot more work doing it in person and actually taking the time to do every single detail to your own personal preference and liking as well. This is the living room of the van, and pretty much this is where I sleep and I also work actually. So basically, one thing that I really wanted for the van was the ability to have the table booth style and then being able to convert it into a bed. And so with this bed, all I have to do is go into this compartment over here, open it up, and from here I take out all of my bedding, and there's 3 wooden planks. From these 3 wooden planks, I set them up right in the middle. And then afterwards, I get these 2 pillows and place them right in the middle. And so for bedding, it's just using styrofoam and the fabric. I use the fabric that I bought at Joann's. And so the fabric is actually held together with Velcro so that if I want to wash it at all, it's really easy to replace them. Right here in the living room as well, if you notice, there's an anchor right here for a table booth. And so pretty much I have a table booth stand, and I could just place it right here. And I have another piece of wood that I use as a table topper for it. This is where I could take out my laptop and pretty much just do my work right here in the van. So for work, I'm a project manager for a graphic design company. Basically, I help our various clients complete graphic design projects, and I'm the project manager, so I'm making sure everything gets completed in a timely manner as the project should progress. Aside from being a project manager, I also have other creative projects as well. I do trade options in the stock market as well, which helped a lot in converting this van overall. So over here on this side of the bed, underneath, I could open this up, and this is where my electrical setup is. I have 2 solar panels on the top, and like I said, it goes all the way down to the van, and the electrical setup is over here, connecting to my fridge, the electric sink, and the electric fan on top. So for my electrical setup, over here I have an SLR 12-volt battery, which connects to the Victron energy inverter, going to another Victron controller. Another really cool feature that I really like about my setup is that over here I have a Sterling battery-to-battery charger, meaning that if it's really gloomy and I'm not getting enough solar panel from the sun, then the battery of the car can actually charge this whole setup. Hey guys, so here is the garage of the van, and so basically underneath the bed I have storage right here, and so this is just an extra closet pretty much where I store all my extra clothes. One thing that I actually really like were these compression bags that I got off of Amazon. Pretty much it just compresses all your clothes and everything that you need, and it's really easy to use, and it really compresses everything and gives you a lot more space overall. If you were to ask me how to get started with van life and you didn't know where to start, one of the first things that I would highly recommend is actually first going online and seeing exactly what type of van would suit you and your preferred lifestyle. Whether it's one of those sprinters or transits for taller people who want a lot more standing room in their van, or if you want something a bit more economical, something from the 70s or 80s, or even not a sprinter or a transit, something like this Ford E250, which is a lot more wallet friendly in a sense. So aside from looking online at different vans, I'd highly recommend just reflecting and seeing exactly how you're going to be able to pursue van life overall in terms of a long-term career, and how you're going to financially cover all your expenses, whether it's gas, food, car insurance, things like that. And so one really has to go into question and figure out if they want to be able to figure out how to do a remote job, if they could turn their current job remote, or if they're going to be just traveling and doing different seasonal jobs all around, whether it's through national parks or other places, working in different states while you travel. I know some van lifers really like just going state to state and just traveling and working odd jobs here or there, while there's others that actually do work in their van. They have a whole Wi-Fi setup, or they just use the hotspot on their phone and using a mobile booster just to strengthen their signal to be able to work and do their job remotely. We're very lucky to be at a time where there are a lot more remote jobs out there, whether it's freelancing or just other similar jobs like what I do as a project manager, being able to work remotely. And so that's a very important first step that I'd recommend, just seeing exactly how you're going to be able to financially cover the expenses of van life or bus life, whatever, Subaru life, other types like that. Hey guys, thanks for watching. You can follow me on Instagram at KevFernan, Kevfernan. And yeah, I'll meet you on the road.